This is what I was born to do. Time to let the world know.
Greetings, this is your captain speaking. We have been cleared for landing into the Motor City. We should be at the gate soon and enjoy your stay in Detroit.
Players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. It's interconference time for these Nuggets as they come in as the visiting team. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Burke courtside. Next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. And as we take a look at Brandon Jennings right here, guys, what's your take?
And Jennings is a tremendously quick player, Kevin. Not real physically dominant. He's got that skinny frame, but he's so fast and quick that he can get anywhere he wants on offense. And then defensively, he loves to read the passing lanes, make steals, and get out in transition.
Well, he's extremely tough to stop in the open court, Steve. I mean, his finishing is much improved, and when he gets around the rim, he has pretty good air time, hang time, and dexterity to glide past defenders and finish the play.
Taking a look at Detroit, facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
I think for the Pistons, they've made some very good strides when you compare this squad to last year's team.
Well, you think about the expectations, Clark, coming into this season. I mean, I think people thought they would be okay, but no one thought that they would be this good. And now all of a sudden there's a lot of optimism surrounding this team. I mean, they've excited their fans, and I think they've got a lot to look forward to.
Well, Andre Drummond, the 9th pick out of UConn in the 2012 draft, he's starting to look like a steal for the Pistons now. Big men with his size and mobility just don't come along very often.
That free throw missing. And back to Drummond. You talk about his size. A lot of young players need to bulk up. You might argue that he should try not to get any bigger. What do you think?
Well, he's 6'11", 280. I mean, he's not getting overpowered by anybody. So for him, I think staying light makes sense. He's only 20 years of age, so trying to stay as agile and light as possible is probably the way to go.
Save some wear and tear on his body.
Yeah.
And he's good on the second.
The Pistons have gone now 5 seasons, guys, without posting a winning record, and they're on their 4th coach in that time. Been musical chairs on the bench. Hopefully, they'll be able to find some stability there and some improvement on the court.
Robinson for 3. That's good. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Denver on D. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
And the Pistons' long rebuild has hurt attendance. There's no doubt about that. It's dropped over 20% over the last decade, down around 67% last season. Steve, last in the NBA.
Well, of course, this city has also been hit hard by the economy, Kevin, and that has played a role. But no question, the Pistons' struggles have led to the attendance dropping. Hopefully this team, with the good young talent they've put together, can get things turned around and get these fans back.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And for the season, guys, they're about 73% from the line, so kind of a mediocre shooting club.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Chandler attacking. Stuckey up top, guarded by Robinson. There's the dish to Beasley. Shoots. Drops it in from the wing. That one from Stuckey. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yep, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shot. Guys seem to tighten up and start alligator arming those things. That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jennings drives in. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, if you're not a big, strong guard in the NBA, it can be tough going in the paint. But for Brandon Jennings, you know, he's got that floater in the lane, and that's what's allowed him, despite his slight frame, to be able to score in the paint.
That free throw good from Jennings. And you know, going back to Jennings, so fast, incredibly explosive. He can really, Clark, get into the lane.
Yeah, but you know, he struggled finishing at the rim. Some of that because...
And so here's Denver. 4-point game. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
They picked this team apart. A couple of times they squared off with them last year. On paper, they weren't evenly matched, and on the court, they weren't even.
Let's check out the NBA blocks leaders. Look at the machine. A fierce inside defender. Tops in the NBA in blocks.
He's an absolute beast in the paint, Kevin. He takes an awful lot of personal pride in protecting the paint and protecting the rim.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Maurice Cheeks had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what players he was really eyeing on the scouting report, and he said one that might surprise you, Kenneth Faried. He said he plays with so much energy and effort. He really sets the bar for the rest of the team. If we can limit his impact on the game, I think it'll really be to our advantage. Guy's an interesting take. We'll see if they can slow his roll.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Steve talked about last year when they met and how the differences existed between the two, and maybe the same this year too, Clark.
Well, that's the way you would expect it to play out, Kevin, but this is a different season. It's early, and we still can't be really sure if the makeup of these teams is the same as last year, so I think we're going to see something a little different.
Here's Jurecko. That's good, and it's Bynum with the assist. Bynum's got 3 assists now in this one. The Nuggets trail by 5. Miller outside with the fadeaway. Here's Wolf, and he banks in the layup. The Machine's got 5 now.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And, Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Bynum kicks to Villanueva. Singler outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Bynum, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Andre Miller.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
Pistons have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
Well, the season numbers for this club really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
The first free throw is good. The Pistons making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And both free throws good for Bynum.
They find themselves down here in the first, and a lot of that can be attributed to the early foul trouble.
Miller kicks to Fournier. To the middle. Here's Wolf. That's good. The Machine's got 7 points in the game.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bynum with a screen on Faried. To the left wing, the 17-footer. And he connects with the jumper. Here is Miller. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York.
And Kevin, don't forget about his playmaking in that game as well. He was wonderful in terms of attacking the defense and figuring out when to shoot and when to find teammates.
Here's Bynum. No good trying to beat the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pistons lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
And I thought the key in that first quarter was the offensive aggressiveness. They attacked the rim and got to the foul line.
And I sense they're really feeling good about playing at home, taking advantage of the home court.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Wolf in at center. Arthur out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Miller, and it's Foy in at the shooting guard position. The Nuggets shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And it's tied up with that one. So it's Detroit now. Pass to Mitchell. He kicks to Drummond. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, a lot of blocking shots is instincts, and you either have them or you don't. It seems to me that Drummond has them. I mean, you see the way he times that block perfectly, really coming over from the weak side in particular and protecting the basket.
Well, he just does some things on defense that can take your breath away, quite honestly. His athleticism is jaw-dropping. But he has a knack for timing things up as far as blocking shots, too.
Free throw good, Drummond.
Well, you know, coming out of UConn, guys, there were some concerns about Andre Drummond's motor and work ethic, passion for the game. He really quickly dispelled those with his tremendous production. This was a guy who played with great energy and effort just about every time I saw him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. See, we're talking about the motor for Andre Drummond per minute among very top rebounders in the game.
Well, he moves like a guard, Kevin. It's almost surreal to watch the way he kind of floats around the court for such a big man. As long as he's engaged, he can have a huge impact on the game. And I'll tell you what, at his age, his upside is really off the charts.
The Pistons shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Bynum against Miller. Bynum dishes to Drummond. Back to Bynum. Here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Arthur. Shot denied. Here's the pass to Ford. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
And Drummond throws it down.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Miller, the pass to Wolf. Randy Foye is on the wing. Some solid defense from Caldwell Pope.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Bynum kicks to Drummond. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Singler. And he's on the money with his first shot today. And the Pistons lead by 2. Denver's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Miller, the pass to Wolf. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Miller outside. Randy Foye is on the wing. Clock at 6. Another 3 for Denver.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Miller against Bynum. That's good. Bynum's got 6. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
Dishes it to Fournier. Now, here is 4. He has 5. Wolf passes to Miller. A 3-pointer is right on target. Miller's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Brian Shaw had some advice for the team over that last break. He told the machine that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has called on him to play a very big role at that end of the floor tonight, and as far as he's concerned, that hasn't quite taken shape yet. He also talked about...
Pope loose. Chandler with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Throws it up high, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, you negate a basket at one end, score at the other. Now is when the momentum can really shift.
Jennings dishes to Villanueva. Looks for Lewis, gets it to him. Tipped away, out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Denver's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Lawson with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Offensive rebound, Hickson, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
That's good. Villanueva's got his second bucket.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Lawson gets the screen from Wolf off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. And a look at the top single-season player efficiency ratings. I love this statistic. Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and we've got some more modern talent representing as well.
Yeah, you're talking the elites of the game when you go down that list. Interesting to see a new school stat kind of juxtaposed with the old school legends, but you know, the rankings obviously make sense if those guys are at the top.
Chandler outside. Passes it to Wolf. Left side, Chandler. And again, it's Denver. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, and a key indicator of their activity defensively.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Wilson Chandler was one of those guys who decided during the condensed season to play in China. It took him a while to get back to the NBA, and when he did, a hip injury kept him on the sidelines. But last season, he seemed to regain his earlier form.
And he can't get the first one. And Wilson Chandler, 26 years of age, athletic, physical. The Nuggets gave him a nice 5-year contract on this basis of his potential.
Well, he's one of the players they got in the Carmelo Anthony trade. He's tough, low-maintenance guy, competes at both ends of the floor, and can really shoot the 3-ball well, too. I think he complements what Denver has tried to do here in recent years, playing that up-tempo style and yet maintain that floor spacing in the half court.
Jonas Jerebko is really a mobile, hustling 4-man out of Sweden. I mean, a nice find for the Pistons as a second-round pick back in 2009.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Lawson kicks to Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Lawson drives in. That's blocked. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. As you take a look at Nate Robinson, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
Well, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and shoot the 3. A great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Yeah, I'd love to see a three-point shooting contest just amongst the point guards so we could watch these guys do work. I mean, I don't know which one of them I'd choose, but they're all pretty good.
And Jerebko had that Achilles tear, missed the 2010-2011 season.
Yeah, but he bounced back nicely. A little bit of a tweener, kind of a small forward, power forward hybrid, but he's tough. You love the energy and the defense that he brings to the game.
Yeah, Jonas is a nice rotation big, you're right.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Lawson kicks to Chandler. Goes up on the high post. And that's collected by Urebko. Urebko's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Siva. Lawson defending. Feeds to Villanueva. Can't hit from in close. Denver's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Lawson the pass to Mozgov. Back to Lawson. Outside for Robinson. Misses the three.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Denver's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Lawson gets the screen from Wolf. Lawson the pass to Wolf, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
And we get an opportunity to check out some numbers for Nate Robinson here. Some quality basketball from him this year. He's averaging 18 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Yeah, how valuable a player he is for them, Steve. Scores are always valuable. He gives them such a reliable option every time they have the ball.
Here's Lawson, rejected by Caldwell Pope, but they get it back. It's up a 3.
He's still looking for his first point of the game. He's really struggling right now.
No good from Lawson.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Siva's shot is good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. And defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Robinson kicks to Fareed. Here's Mitchell, guarded by Fournier. The shot's good from Urebko. Urebko's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Here's Fareed. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Fareed's got his first points of the game.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
35 seconds left in the first half of the game. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Nate Robinson. The Nuggets trail. It's Miller on the wing. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Here's Wolf. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
You know, last game he turned in a really nice performance at the charity stripe.
Yeah, it really stands out when you look back at the numbers from that one.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
First one falls for Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for Detroit. Both free throws good from Wolf.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
And there's the feed to Drummond. Lewis dishes to Drummond. Miller against Bynum. Lewis passes to Caldwell Pope. And Fareed sends it back. Tie game in Detroit. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Good evening. The halftime break is upon us, and let's get right to the first half recap. The Pistons are going all out to stay in it. They've taken full advantage of their trips to the line, and that's made a key difference. Also, a strong first half for Denver. They're actually looking to push their current winning streak to 5. The Machine has had himself an amazing start. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back with the vista over downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Really an incredible game from the Machine.
Well, he shot his share of free throws, that's for sure. I mean, he got to the line, drew contact, and you love getting to the free throw line. Easy points if you can get them.
Steve, I think they may have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one player. I mean, he's drawing a lot of fouls on guys.
Denver's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Beasley out there with Lewis. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Jennings in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Robinson for 3. Good. Robinson's got the first field goal of the second half for Denver.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. The Machine in their last game against the Knicks was superb. He finished with 31 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
6 to shoot. And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by Beasley. That's 7 points here for Drummond.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
Makes it 2 points there from Wolf. The Machine's got 18 points.
Well, he's a really difficult cover because if he gets anywhere near the rim, he can finish. Great strength, the ability to convert in the lane. Boy, that's tough to defend.
And applies even if he has to absorb contact getting to the rim.
Boston on the double team. Stuckey kicks to Jennings. Off target with his 3. Denver leading by 3.
Well, for J.J. Hickson, I mean, he is a phenomenal rebounder guy. Strong, explosive, has the right disposition of aggressiveness. All of that makes him a pretty dangerous finisher around the rim as well.
And Hickson asked to play center a lot last season, but at 6'9", you've got to think power forward is a better position for him, wouldn't you think, Steve, long term?
Well, yeah, I think offensively he was able to score at a higher clip playing center because he was too quick for the guys guarding him, but defensively he's not a rim protector. And so I think long term, if you're going to win, you have to play him at the 4 spot.
Chandler hits them both.
The Pistons have not defended well against Chandler.
He's got 8 points and a steal.
Pistons trail by 5. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Lawson kicks to Robinson. Robinson off a pick from Wolf. Robinson's got space. And too long on the shot.
Now still a great start to the half. They're hitting their first 3 even before that miss.
Beasley with a screen on Chandler. Robinson against Jennings. Drummond sets the screen for Stuckey. And here's Jennings outside. Hickson grabs the board. Hickson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lawson gets the screen from Hickson. Lawson dishes to Chandler. Lawson outside. Wolf passes to Lawson. Drills the three-pointer. Lawson's got 5 points in the quarter.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
Lazy perimeter defense, Clark. You got to take the shooter's airspace away from him.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. One guy has been getting it done as the machine.
He's on fire, and they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brian Shaw was giving to his team. He said to his players, we can do a lot of damage if we get more aggressive about driving the lane and taking it into the teeth of this defense. There was one other thing he talked to them about. He told them to move with purpose on the perimeter, use screens, and find those open outside shots. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. The Nuggets leading by 4. Jennings with the steal. And now Stuckey running the floor all by himself.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
That's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
Here's Chandler. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. And that's now 11 points for Wilson Chandler. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jennings kicks to Drummond. Jennings dishes to Stuckey. Poked away. It's back to Jennings. He feeds it to Drummond. The shot is off. Nice D from Hickson. Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Chandler outside. Here's the machine. Lewis covering. Takes the 3. And another three-point shot falls from Chandler. And now an 8-point Nugget lead.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 three-pointers consecutively. These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
To the inside, Wolf, and he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
Jennings passes to Drummond, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
Here's the machine. Lewis covering. Kicks to Hickson. Stuckey outside. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And now it's time to look at our rookie leaderboard and see which of the first-year players are tops in assists during the last month. Look at the machine. 3rd in assists and a great leader.
Well, guys, if the last month is any indication, it looks to me like he could be an effective passer in this league for a long time.
Well, hold on here. Let's put the parking brakes on this. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I mean, it's been a great month for him, but I want to see him continue to put up those kind of assist numbers.
Lawson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Wolf passes to Lawson. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Miami. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Detroit, right now they're 5 spots below them.
I think for the Pistons, they've done well to get to where they are in the standings. Last year wasn't easy for them, and for the most part, this season's been a different story.
Well, they've made steady improvement since last year, and I think that bodes well, Clark, because they've got some talent, but they've probably overachieved to this point, but they don't see it that way. They just feel like they're playing hard and playing to their potential.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Denver?
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And the first one at the line is good.
So far in the game for Beasley, he has 12 points and also an assist.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Denver. And both free throws good for Beasley. Denver leading by 4. Robinson off a pick from Wolf. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Kevin, while we've got a moment here, let's see over the last month how the Denver Nuggets ranked in the NBA statistics. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Shot is good off the back rim and in. And that's 15 points for Beasley. The Nuggets have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Robinson with it. Beasley covering. Beasley with the steal. To the paint, knocked loose. Here's Robinson. He's got 9. And it's blocked by Beasley. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here for the Nuggets. Arthur comes in for Mozgov. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Andre Miller. Here's Robinson, averaging 18 points a game. He dishes it to Arthur.
You know, Darrell Arthur, a promising start coming out of Kansas, but injuries has been the slowdown for him. I mean, first a torn Achilles, and he broke his leg. When healthy, he can be a key contributor in the front court.
First trip to the line for him here. That free throw, no good. Denver making a switch here. Foy's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Bynum with it. He's got 6. The dish to Drummond. Caldwell Pope kicks to Stuckey. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Pistons passing it around. Here's Bynum. Soft touch off the glass. Bynum's got 8. And for Arthur, mobile, big, with a nice jump shot. Good to see him back on the floor.
Yeah, he's had some tough luck. Remember, his draft stock fell back in 2008 due to some rumors about his health that proved unfounded. So he dropped in the draft, but he's really made the most of his opportunities and become a very solid player in this league.
Wolf passes to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 5 points in the game.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
The drive by Bynum. Drummond, that's good, and it's Bynum with the assist. And 11 points here for Drummond.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
It's tipped. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
And checking out some numbers for Rodney Stuckey. His last month of basketball has been really solid. He's averaging 15 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Tell you what, he's been scary good over that run of games, just taking his usual brand of stellar offense and even building on it.
And Steve, you know that's not easy to do considering the high level he already plays at on an everyday basis. to move the needle another notch higher is special.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Shot off the pick. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Stuckey has been putting up the numbers. 10 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And it was a good one, too. Really one of the highlights, I thought, of the game defensively.
The Pistons have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Free throw, good. Stuckey. Fareed's checked in for Jarrell Arthur. He's perfect from the line this time. Denver in the lead. Miller outside. Here's the machine, covered by Beasley. Back to Miller. Lets the 3 fly. Beasley with the rebound. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 14 points for Rodney Stuckey.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Fareed outside. Tries to save it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Nuggets. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
I know I'll be looking out for the final score of that Pacers game. I think it should be close.
And so here's Denver. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
I'm looking over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it, Clark.
Me too.
Man, this has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
The pass to Siva. The shot misses. Nice D from Fareed. Denver's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Miller kicks to Fareed. Wolf passes to Fareed, and he uses the glass on the layup. Fareed's got his second basket of the night.
Now, it's hard to imagine them not running away with this game if they can continue to shoot the ball like they have been.
Steve, everything is falling for them this half, and they haven't had any empty possessions, scoring on every trip.
The drive by Bynum. He kicks it to Stuckey. Cannot hit. Now Denver takes it the other way. 1:15 left to play here in the third. Miller off a pick from Wolf. Miller, the pass to Wolf. In low to Fareed. Beasley with the steal. And now the Pistons fast break. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Bynum.
That's exactly what you want coming off a steal. Get into transition, find an easy basket.
Yes, sir. The ideal fast break opportunity there.
It's deflected. Beasley with the steal. Pass to Siva. Inside. Here's Caldwell Pope. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Here's Foy. Buries it down low. Foy's got 7. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Bynum. Dishes to Stuckey, and stolen by Miller. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Bynum drives in. Beasley for 3. The rebound by Wolf. From deep, Gallinari, and that's not going to go. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets ahead, leading by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And let's quickly have a look at the State Farm assist of the game, which came, Steve, from kind of an unlikely source here.
Yes, the big fella here doing his best impression of a point guard. Serving up a brilliant feed here. That's gorgeous.
Pistons trail by 3, and Denver will start the fourth quarter with Wolf in at the 4 spot. Robinson is out there with Lawson. Then it's Wilson Chandler, and it's Hickson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lawson dishes to Chandler. Passes it to Wolf. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. The Machine's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nuggets. Feeds to Drummond. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Drummond sets the screen for Stuckey. Here's Jennings. A rebound by Wolf. The Machine's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Robinson kicks to Lawson. Here's the Machine. He's guarded by Stuckey. Chandler, no good. The Pistons trailing. They set the pick. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. And he gets the bucket. Stuckey's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Watson the pass to Wolf. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Robinson's got space. Right side Robinson. Right side Robinson. And there's the pass to Wolf. The feed to Hickson. Drummond with the block. Kicks it to Stuckey. Over to the left wing. Jennings can't get it to go.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Lawson kicks to Robinson. On the wing, Chandler fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Stuckey kicks to Drummond. Chandler with the steal. Robinson goes in. He feeds it to Hickson. Here's the Machine. To the paint. There's a screen by Robinson. 5 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. Here's Wolf. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for the Machine. He's got 10 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's hard to find words to describe it.
That's good from Wolf.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Detroit. Both free throws good from Wolf. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Stuckey kicks to Beasley. Jennings against Lawson. Jennings dishes to Drummond. Shot clock at 6. It's Jennings with the drive. It's stolen by Hickson. And stolen by Stuckey. And now the Pistons fast break. Stuckey's got the ball. And Drummond kicks to Lewis. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Robinson down low. He's guarded by Stuckey. Stolen by Lewis. And now the Pistons fast break. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Robinson passes to Wolf. Stolen by Lewis. And here's Jennings. He dishes it to Drummond. To the inside. Lewis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. The Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Lawson dishes to Chandler. Pass to Wolf. Back to Chandler. Clock at 6. Outside for Robinson. Takes a 3, and he gets it to go.
Second three-pointer of the half, 4th overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
The Pistons have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Lawson against Jennings. Lewis kicks to Drummond. A baseline J. J.J. Hickson grabs the rebound. Hickson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Lewis against Robinson. Here's the machine. 4 on the clock. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's Hickson. Rebound by the Pistons. Stuckey's got his 4th rebound in this one. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He has great dexterity inside. He can contort his body, shift in midair, hang time. He can protect the ball and finish through contact. Just an impressive player in the paint.
And, Steve, that's not a skill that most players have. I mean, that's exactly why they try to feed it to him in the paint whenever possible.
You know, even though they're down, they're putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
Lawson with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. That's good. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
There's the dish to Beasley. It's Jennings with the drive. Good.
Boy, you don't expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Denver's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
And you look at Ty Lawson, he was drafted in 2009, a draft class full of point guards. But he got lost in the shuffle, fell all the way to the 18th pick in the draft. But terrific find for the Nuggets, who found their point guard of the future.
And you know, for those who used to watch Ty Lawson lead North Carolina back to the title in 09, he's doing the same things he did back then here in the pros.
That's exactly right, Kevin. An excellent shooter, a really great passer, unbelievable speed, quickness, and vision. But I think it's the change of pace with that blistering speed that really keeps defenders on their heels. He's a perfect fit for the way Denver likes to play. That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So got to make some adjustments defensively.
Jennings against Lawson. The drive by Jennings. It's stolen by Lawson. It's 2-on-1. Moving it up. Robinson misses.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Here's Jennings. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 19 points for Beasley.
And a nice soft touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Well, easy points, 3 points for a guy with that kind of strength and agility in the paint. You got to go for every second chance opportunity.
And the foul called on Rashard Lewis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
And Denver has possession, leading by 5. Lawson the pass to Wolf. Back to Lawson. Shot clock at 5. Outside Robinson from deep.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Jennings with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Here's Beasley. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, I like what they're doing inside here in the second half. I mean, they're still trailing, but they're showing a lot of grit down low in the paint.
The line for your Pistons, Michael Beasley. Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. Dixon a screen on Lewis. Robinson passes to Wolf. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got his 4th assist in this one. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. Jennings off a pick from Drummond. Jennings against Lawson. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Hickson. The 10-footer. And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 7-point Denver lead.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, during that break, Coach Maurice Cheeks had some words for his team. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
I can tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Passes to Wolf. Hickson a screen. Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point range. Jennings with the rebound. Jennings has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one is good by Beasley.
He's got the touch they needed here as this one goes down to the wire.
Yeah, absolutely. He's 4 for 4, and he knows they need every basket. I would look for them to continue to get the ball in his hand.
No challenge from the defense there, but could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner, going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Jennings dishes to Drummond. Tries it from 9. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Lawson the pass to Wolf. Back to Lawson. From deep. It's Drummond with the rebound.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot in that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep.
Here's Beasley. And the layup's good off the glass. Beasley's got 25 points.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
107 left here in the fourth quarter. Lawson the pass to Wolf. Back to Lawson. Outside Robinson. The shot's good from Lawson. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Here's Jennings. He kicks it to Drummond. Stuckey outside. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And Lawson with the drive. The pass to Wolf. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. And it's a 9-point Nugget lead.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
And that one is good by Beasley.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
So they foul intentionally. Here is Lawson, and that's an intentional foul. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're behind by 7. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, they can game plan all they want, but there's not enough time left for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what they think they're going to pull off here.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 23 seconds left in the game. Here's Bynum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Denver shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. Miller outside. So the Nuggets win it. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Nate, this was a huge challenge going up against one of the best teams in the NBA right now. How good does it feel to win this one?
I mean, we knew we can do it if we believe. It's been a long journey for this team, you know, and we deserve it.
Nate, congratulations on a sweet win. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, The Machine.
As this game was ending, the selection committee released the rosters for the upcoming rookie-sophomore game at All-Star Weekend. Your excellent play has been recognized, having earned a spot on the roster. Your thoughts?
Wow, man. What an honor, huh? Well, I'd like to send out my thanks to the selection panel for recognizing my performance this year. Being selected is a great thing for me, and also for the team, you know. I'll be out there giving 110% for the fans. They deserve it. I'm pumped, man. Can't wait for the game. Let's do this thing.